So we knew for a long time that we wanted to be on the road for an extended period of time. We were trying to figure out how to make that dream work with the dream of owning the house that we did at the time. When we were outside and didn't have many belongings around us, we felt whole. It was so clear then when we would come back to our house that we would just feel overwhelmed by all the stuff. It seemed like unnecessary space, and we just longed for that feeling of being out on the road again. So we did the road trip to Moab, and that was our first big test of, can this work to keep the house and travel?
It was great, the first couple weeks, and the weather was great. We were cooking outside every night.
On the trip back from Moab, obviously there are a lot of hours to discuss our big upcoming life change, and I would say the biggest question mark we had at that point was the layout of the van. We did a lot of watching of van tours, and we did a little bit of sketching on what we wanted our van to be specifically.
So we started looking on Craigslist and eventually found a studio apartment in a converted horse barn out on a farm outside of Bellingham, and it was a great fit. We could do the work on the van right there. We could be working from the apartment during the mornings and converting the van the rest of the day, and it was a great place to do it. We were just working sun up to sundown every day, and
put in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Go to the Van. We're Paul and Maria. We're out here in Joshua Tree, and we're going to give you a tour.
All right, we have a 2016 Ford Transit, high roof, long wheelbase, 148 inches. And we named her Goaty because we're all about being outside and traveling around like a mountain goat. Let's take it inside.
So one of our favorite things with this layout is how the couch is opposite the sliding door. And that means that when we're hanging out on the couch, we can be enjoying the view of wherever we are, which is usually some gorgeous BLM land. And then at night, we just pull the bed out. It's like a huge drawer on drawer sides, and it's a full-size bed, comes all the way out to the closet here. So one thing that I really wanted in the kitchen, since we were going to be living in it full time, was not only a stove, but an oven. And we really like to roast vegetables in that. In fact, we do that every day. So that was really important to us. And we've got nice 3 burners on the top. We usually only use 2, so that's been plenty good for us. And then we have an isotherm fridge over here. And we decided to go with a fridge only and not a freezer. We don't really use freezer very often at home, and so we find that the refrigerators that have the freezer in them, often it's a bit hard to control the temperature, and you end up freezing your vegetables and getting ice buildup and all that. We didn't really want to deal with that, so we just went with a fridge only. And I would say, aside from a couple cravings of ice cream, it hasn't bothered us at all. We built in a really nice large cabinet up here for all of our bedding, and that's enough for like 4 sets of sheets and 2 comforters and a big body pillow, so we're not hurting when it comes to bedtime. And then the center cabinet here is just kind of our general storage, although I do really appreciate having mirrors on both sides. That was something I never had in a house, and it's really nice for seeing the back of my head when I'm doing my hair. We have a safe in here. Since we do work full-time from the road, we need to secure our laptops and that there. And the rest just basically general storage. So both Paul and I really love to cook, so we wanted to have as much of a full kitchen as possible. So we've got our spice jars, just like we had in our house. And then we really like cooking with as much whole foods ingredients as possible, so we worked in a way to get our glass jars along. We just put cookbooks in between them, so when we're driving down the road, nothing breaks or rattles. And we've just been really happy with the amount of storage. We haven't had any trouble, I would say, with not having enough storage for our grocery runs once a week. We went with a nice, big, deep sink, which we've been really happy with. And we've just built in a little bit of storage for underneath it there. And then we did a double-decker silverware drawer out there. And down below is where we have our propane tank. We just have a little guy in there right now. And it's also where we have our gray water on the other side. So I ended up sewing our own window panels for the back here. And so how I did it is I took an old tapestry and used that for fabric on the front, and just did some gray fabric on the back so we can maintain some level of stealthiness from the outside. And then I put a layer of Reflectix on the inside so that it helps insulate the window. It's been really nice for both hot weather and cold weather to keep the temperature inside regulated more. So welcome to our living room. We ended up making our own cushions, and we just used 4-inch foam, green foam from a fabric store, and then put a 1-inch memory foam topper on top of it. And then this fabric we found has been excellent. It's like super stain resistant, heavy duty. Lupine's hair doesn't get ground into it. That was the main thing that we were looking for. And then we can access the storage underneath by just lifting up on the front. And then our table setup, this swivel arm is by a company called Lagoon. And then Paul and I and my dad made this table topper for it, so we can be both sitting there and using the table.
So we're really happy with how the ceiling turned out in the van. We ended up using 1/4-inch pine tongue and groove boards, which made the curve that the Transit naturally has a lot easier to deal with because it's only 1/4 inch, so it's nice and thin and easily bendable. Alright, so just finishing out the shelving here, we have our bookshelf for our essential collection of books that we read from the road. And we also love having a movie night. So, what better way to do that than a projector? We love movie night. So we found a projector that actually has a 12-volt power adapter that we were able to wire right into the van, and it makes it so easy. Just shoot it right across and we have a drop-down movie projection screen, or we can shoot it out onto the floor of the desert. Alright, so we love drinking tea. We had to build a tea shelf into the van. Here we have room for some mugs, plenty of teas, and spices so we can create our own blends. It also provides the perfect place to mount both our projector screen and our maps. We use simple vinyl roller shades for everything, and spray adhesive to attach the maps. We both work online and run a business together out of the van, so we needed a reliable solar setup, and we found it. It's awesome. We've been working with 4 100-watt monocrystalline panels up on the roof, and our battery bank has 450 hours of capacity. We split that up between 2 batteries that we store under the couch, and then 2 more batteries that we have underneath the van itself. We wouldn't change a thing on the solar setup. It's been solid and fantastic. We often go 5 days without starting the van. We're parked out in the middle of nowhere, working the whole time, and it's always enough. So we've always enjoyed getting out for a daily walk. And that used to be in the neighborhood, and now that we're in van life, we get to every morning go out for an amazing hike down some dirt road somewhere, and then we come back energized and refreshed and able to hit the laptops and get in some good work hours.
One thing that really drew us to van life was this idea of being more in a community of like-minded people and meeting up with people on the road. We've made more friends this past year than I think we have in our whole life previous, and yeah. It's so easy when you're all like-minded and excited about the same things.
We constantly feel in awe of the locations that we're in, and we don't take them for granted.
Keeps life really exciting. Every day there's a different place to go walking or biking or hiking, and
then we often like to get in a sunset or evening bike ride after that, and it just, I don't know, the days that we get on all that stuff, they're just a joy.
It really helps with keeping your presence of mind, and that, and not getting stuck into the mundane routine of doing the same thing over and over every day. We couldn't have 2 days the same even if we tried.
Yeah.